You're walking on the road and you see a policeman that is supposed to actually protect you. This person is telling you, "Oga, I go shoot you and nothing will happen." Like it's wrong.
The way they behave is as if they're out of this world. They see there's no rule governing them at all, which shouldn't be. You understand? There are a lot of evidence.
You are a victim of the system. You thought you could do so much. You yourself confess that you wish you were younger. You would have done better. You are failed Nigerian, actually, and I think you know, Mr. President, that you have not been able to deliver on your promises.
Just when Nigerians thought the EndSARS protests will put an end to the menace caused by some operatives of the Nigeria Police Force by bringing total reform to the security outfit, series of videos still seen on social media has confirmed that injustice and brutality still persists in this country.
One of them walked up to me and slapped me, began to wipe my back. It was like a joke. I was telling the man that you shouldn't slap me. I'm not a criminal. I did not commit any offense. What is my offense? I was recording. We are the policemen, the only people in the video. They are not. And it's unfortunate that the video is not is not more than a minute. It's not up to a minute video. So within a space of 1 hour, they arraigned me to court, which is at Kado Estate, Upper Area Court.
I'm supposed to run to the police. This situation is tough for me, for security and rescue. But the same police that are supposed to preach peace, harmony and love in our society, togetherness, are the ones molesting the ones that doesn't have money or doesn't have anybody to stand for them.
Phillips Agbo, a commercial driver, didn't know his act of goodwill and dislike for injustice would result to him spending 4 days in prison or arrest by the police. On the 26th of August 2021, while going about his normal hustle, Agbo interfered with the activities of some police officers who were not in uniform. He had gone to plead with the officers for one of his colleagues who was stopped and about to be arrested around Life Camp Junction in Abuja. He was arrested alongside 3 others as he went to the Jabi Police Command Abuja to lodge a complaint that his plate number was removed by one of the security personnel. Instead, he was charged to court for lack of identification, public disturbance, and traffic offense.
I drove to the police station and parked my vehicle out of the police station because I wasn't arrested. I went to collect my plate number. I went there. When I was talking to them in the counter, that please, can I have my plate number? They were asking me, is my plate number there? I say yes. When I was like showing them my own plate number, that was when the DPO entered the counter and said, who is there? Who are those people? They said they are those taxi drivers. I said, yeah, take them to court, just like that. Later on, when they marched us, he said I should get to the counter. I went to the counter. They dragged me to the counter. The DPO now asked me to go to the other of the office. On my way going there, he used a stool seat chair and hit at my back. So I have to run to where the marshals to. Talking to her that, madam, I wasn't involved in this situation. I was soliciting on behalf of my colleague. Please give me my plate number, let me go. She said no. They should take us to court. We went to the court of law, and that is how they prosecuted us to prison.
As operatives of the Nigeria Police Force are known to have both good and bad eggs, Agbo bitterly complained about the ill treatment meted out on him by the operatives. He also questioned their primary role, which is to safeguard innocent citizens, but most have been found doing the contrary.
I was only soliciting with words, please, we should settle issues here so that we allow peace to reign and let him go, everybody should go. So, and that is how I have been. Before now, that is how I've been. I always be a peacemaker. If I see where there is problem, I intervene. Most if I intervene, I always have victory. That is how I am. Whoever that is close to me knows that is how I am. But this experience that I got now It's uncalled for. It's barbaric. And if they should convict everybody in the prison, who will be the leader of the country? Because being in the prison is a different lecture there. It's not what we see here that is there. And I found out that the court that is doing all this is Upper Court. Area Upper Court. And that is where they took us to, at Kado Estate, behind NAF Conference Center. All the upper courts are the court that are sentencing people to prison with no serious offense or no offense at all. They will just push you to prison.
It happened that very day I was rushing down to my PPA place because it was almost late. All of a sudden, the driver that I boarded, the policeman have to stop the driver, asking the driver to stop, that he wants to go to Bega. Immediately the driver stopped, the policeman now entered and asked the driver to go directly to police station. From there, the driver started asking the policeman for what reason. You stopped me and I parked, wait to enter, and you said I should drive to police station. So for what? This is how the case started. My own, I have to stand by because the policeman have to discharge us from the vehicle. So I have to stand by the roadside. Since they are on mufti, because they did not identify themselves, they were just on mufti. That very day, I was surprised what happened. I have to step aside. I started taking record of what is actually happening because they were unknown to me. It was in a long run I discovered these men were police without uniform, no identity, nothing to refuse to show themselves as they are officers. That day one of them saw me when I was using my phone to record. They arrested me. They seized my phone first of all and took me to the station.
In a related incident, Chimezie Godswill, a serving corps member who was on his way to his place of primary assignment on August 26, 2021, somehow found himself in police net and was charged to court the same day. Godswill was brutalized and arrested for videoing the activities of some police officers who were not on uniform, as they were about to wrongfully arrest the driver of the vehicle he boarded at Jabi Roundabout, Abuja.
Actually, when I got there, they beat me up. They tore my clothes and asked me to write a statement about what's happened. They are going to take me to court. It was a joke to me. It was so funny that I showed them my ID card. I'm a serving corper. Look at my ID card, look at where I'm serving. I explained everything to them. The policeman himself told me that he himself has served for many years.
The disbandment of the Special Anti-Robbery Squad was as a result of the EndSARS protests carried out last year. The Special Anti-Robbery Squad, a department of Nigeria Police, was created in 1992 in Lagos State with the sole responsibility of protecting Nigerians from notorious armed robbery and other violence-related crimes in the country. But the operatives of the squad ended up becoming a horror group Nigerians needed protection from. Before their disbandment, there were countless reports and videos showing SARS operatives harassing, detaining, arresting, extorting and threatening to kill innocent Nigerians, mostly going about their business. For a long time, they had enjoyed impunity for the continued torture, ill treatment to execute, punish and extract information from suspects. On October 10, 2020, a large crowd from different states across the nation and in diaspora had cooperatively joined the EndSARS protest in demand for the disbandment of the notorious police unit with long records of abuses like unlawful arrest, harassment, torture, and even killings. The campaign started from the streets of Twitter to the major cities in the country and the world at large with the hashtag EndSARS. As the protest grew popular across the country, some peaceful protesters were reportedly shot at by the Nigeria Army at the Lekki toll gate and some parts of the country on the 20th of October 2020. The Lekki massacre was initially denied by the governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, and the Nigeria Army, but later they admitted in an interview that only 2 persons were killed. An eyewitness report stated that the Nigerian Army arrived at the scene a few minutes after the lights were switched off, after which they opened fire at the protesters who were singing the national anthem. According to an Amnesty International report, at least 12 civilians were killed at the Lekki toll gate, making it a total of 53 people who died across the country during the protest. The report added that there was no form of reform in the Nigerian police as they continued to receive reports of alleged atrocities. A government report stated that 51 civilians, 11 policemen, and 7 soldiers were killed across the country during the protest.
Right? This one survive. Other people they be shot and killed. They never remove bullets like that. They never remove bullets like that. See, what will tie your leg? Relax here. Now somebody give me. Okay, see this flag. I go put pressure on top of this flag. Hold on. I not say it go pain, but hold on down, hold on down. Yes, apply pressure. Yes.
The bloody night was an unforgettable day in the country as it begged for answers on who ordered the shooting at the Lekki toll gate. Nigerians also asked about CCTV cameras at the Lekki toll gate, but it was reported that officials claimed they left the site and shut down all cameras following the 3 p.m. curfew imposed then by the governor.
Sit down.
3 days later, the Minister of Works, State and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, was in the news over his discovery of a strange camera at the site of the protest during an on-the-spot assessment.
Investigating the Lekki shooting.
But sadly, the shooting at the Lekki toll gate promptly ended the protest and the government announced the disbandment of SARS on the 21st of October 2020. Not only was the police department disbanded, but a judicial panel of inquiry was set up to look into several allegations laid against them and to get appropriate justice for people who were affected. Also, funds were allocated to serve as compensation to victims or families of persons affected by police brutality. Notwithstanding the aftermath of EndSARS, over time shows that the disbandment has only been effective in the disappearance of the name and uniform of SARS operatives, but their activities continue to thrive as a series of police brutality videos still actively circulate on social media. The activities of operatives of the security outfit seem not to have learned their lesson from the NSAS protest, as they continue to brutalize innocent Nigerians in the guise of executing their job. A disturbing video of two women being rough-handled by a police officer who hit one of the women with a gun emerged online some time ago, causing a stir.
There's a police officer, in fact, he's beating a woman and destroying his hand. Policeman, see me, see my leg. Police officer, where's the number? Where's the number? Let me stop the number. See my wife. Where's the number? Don't anywhere. No. See my wife. Yes. Look at a policeman. He's using a gun to threaten him. I'm beating a woman. Look at this man. Your picture, the entire Facebook, and everywhere will post you. Post it now.
In another video, a woman was seen bitterly complaining about how her husband was brutalized and his brain damaged by some police officers identified as Ndubisi, Felix, and Ezozobo in B Division in Delta State.
Now my husband, Omesa Broderick, I'm the wife, Sandra Broderick. This is what police did to me, police brutality. Big people should come to my head. They beat up my husband, the people policemen for B Division. One of them is Felix Ezozobo, the other one Felix, and the other one name is Ndubisi. Three of them, and police, they are, this is him. His thing is affecting his brain. He's behaving somehow. And he's the breadwinner of this home. He just got married, not long. People should help us. People should help us.